Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome or welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen, and this week we are going to be looking at the messages from your soul. Now, I know that it sounds very big and very deep and maybe even somewhat confusing, but I was called to do these soul messages readings. During one of my meditations, I got the message that I need to do soul readings. So that's what I'm doing. And I truly do hope that they are going to be useful to at least one of you. But let's get straight to it. So as always, this is still a general reading. So please just take the messages that you feel that you resonate with, and everything else you can leave behind. But we're going to start with the the Secret Language of Light Oracle cards, and we're going to get two main themes that your soul wishes to talk about. Okay, wow, we have number 38, create space. Okay, so that's one theme. Oh, awakening, wow. Are you going through an awakening? Is that why you need the space? Let's get one more card though. Can I get one more card for what Leo's soul wishes to talk about? Divine Feminine, wow. And Divine Animals is at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay. Interesting energies coming through over here. It's interesting to me that you're getting Divine Feminine with the Create Space card, because the Divine Feminine, the feminine energy is very receptive. It is very allowing. It's very much calling in things rather than putting energy out and physically creating. It's more so being still and waiting for things to come to you. So it's interesting that you're getting the card Create Space, because that's kind of what the feminine does. It creates space. It allows the masculine to bring ideas and to bring inspiration and kind of initiate things, so that the feminine could then kind of take those ideas, take those kind of sparks of life and nurture them to life, to manifestation, give birth to them. So it kind of feels like you are much more like taking some time out and kind of maybe coming out of your masculine energy a bit and focusing more so on the quiet, on the receptive, the feminine essence, what I was describing before. Now, if you're not already doing it, then it could be that's why your soul is kind of drawing attention to these cards, and that's why your soul wants to discuss them, to turn your attention to them, so that you would take some time out and kind of give yourself the time and the space to be still and to be receptive and to be quiet and to be introspective and just kind of allow things to be what they are and allow things to come to you as they need to. So if you are very much in your masculine energy, in your active energy, which is kind of actually by nature what you are more so anyway, because first of all, you're a fire sign, and second of all, you are a fixed fire sign. So yeah, kind of masculine there, at least more so leaning towards the masculine than the feminine. But yeah, it seems that the feminine energies are kind of being emphasized right now as very important. But I'm going to read from the guidebook as well. So let's see what the author says about these cards. Okay, we have create space, make room for your dreams. Create a space for new desires by learning how to be happy now. We all want certain things in our life to change, and it is up to each of us to do something about it. If you apply action from a position of truly wanting change, you will create evidence of that desire as manifestations of change. Once you notice something you would like to change, take a breath and say thank you. Recognizing what you want to change brings you more clarity on what you would like to change it to. Your job is to create the space for your dreams and desires to fill. Do this and you will begin to receive direction and wisdom. Create this space by coming into balance, meditating, focusing on the moment, or thinking of a person, animal, place, or situation that makes you smile. It's interesting that they're saying animal because you got the divine animal, right? You've got the divine animal as your underlying energy. So that's interesting. Feel the smile stretch through your body and relax, knowing that all your desire is on its way. You have empowered your whole being because you don't need conditions to change to feel joyous in the present. You are bathing in unconditional love. Breathe it in and enjoy how good you feel. So it kind of feels like, if, as I said, if you have been very much in your masculine energy and kind of doing and creating and kind of running around, then it could be that the reason why you kind of need to take this time out is because you maybe need to like refocus or kind of recenter yourself so that you wouldn't get overly scattered and drain your energy in places that don't actually deserve your attention, that don't deserve your energy, so that you could be more focused and more on target. So that could be one of those reasons. Yeah, so that might be why this card is coming out as well, for some of you at least. But we also have Divine Feminine. And it's also talking about desires. So clearly you are desiring something, or at least your soul is desiring something and is trying to kind of make you see it or nudge you in that direction. Shine your inner light on your desires. Look beyond the obvious and the superficial into the heart of a matter. Peer deeper into the hidden and explore the mysterious. Remember your vast potential and the unlimited possibilities available to you. It is time to trust your intuition, your inner voice, and your instincts. This may also be a time for stillness, for there are unseen forces at work, orchestrating the whole universe to bring intense and beautiful experiences to your life. Allow yourself to receive all that you want. You are the mother of all you create. Nurture yourself and all that flows within and around you. There may be an impending marriage or birth around you, either physically or symbolically. The Divine Feminine wants you to know there is always enough to go around. Abundance is everywhere. Embrace joy. So, yeah, the word desire kept coming out fairly strong. So it could be a significant theme that maybe, as I said, maybe your heart really, really, really wants something for you. Your soul wants you to do something. Your soul wants you to create something. But it could be that you're not actually seeing it right now, or you're not like completely in touch with what that is. So your soul is kind of nudging you to take the time out to be still and to kind of just listen and feel and sense and gain clarity on what that is. Yeah. But I'm going to lay down the spread as well so that we could get some more messages from your soul. And I'm going to be using the Moonchild Tarot for that. I'm going to lay the cards down. I'm going to speed you guys through that part as I lay out the spread, and then we'll go through the cards one by one. Okay, so let's get into these cards. So probably the first thing that you notice is that all of the cards came out in reverse. And I kind of feel like it's an important notion, especially looking at the underlying energy, which is the Seven of Swords. And it tells me that there is something that you're not quite seeing. There's something that is for the time being hidden from you, something that your mind, something that your head, your rational, your brain, right? Something that your brain is not realizing right now. And because this is the soul reading, right? These are messages from your soul. It seems that these are things that your soul wants you to pay attention to, but for whatever reason, your mind is kind of cutting you off from these messages right now, or it has been cutting you off from these messages, so that you're not really, as I said, you're not really seeing the full picture. Now, going to the first card, we have the Fool in reverse. Now, this card is showing us, this card is symbolizing what your soul wants you to pay attention to right now, what is important in the situation. And this tells me that your soul wants you to be really careful and really cautious about taking steps, about taking action, about initiating new things, especially if you are thinking of either starting your own business or creating something from scratch, trying out something that you haven't tried out before, and just kind of exploring new things, right? If you're considering starting something new, please be very careful with that right now, because when the Fool comes out in reverse, it's a clear message to not take any risks, to not take any action or any steps that have not been thought through very properly, because there could be kind of pitfalls that could really come back and bite you in the butt if you're not careful. So again, it's tying in so well with the underlying energy with the Seven of Swords, which again is saying that you don't have all the information. There's something that you're not seeing. There's something that is being hidden from you, or something that your kind of rational brain is not realizing right now. There's something you're not seeing. So it's very important that you don't rush into anything and that you don't take risks, okay? Be very cautious at this time. Now, the next card out is the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and this is talking about something that is not that important right now, and something that your soul wants you not to worry about. And when the Three of Pentacles comes out in reverse, it's kind of actually taking me back to last week's reading, which, if I remember correctly, I kind of got a deja vu sense that we were talking about you kind of maybe feeling a bit easily irritated or agitated, or kind of needing space, right? Needing space from other people because other people kind of like pushing your buttons and stuff like that. So it kind of tells me, this Three of Pentacles coming out in reverse, that your soul wants you to know that it's okay if you are not really seeing eye to eye with other people right now. If you're not really on the best terms with other people, if your collaborations or any kind of projects that you are working together, or that you're working on together with other people, if those are not really like the most smooth sailing, that's okay. Don't worry about it, because it's a temporary thing, and things will calm down. Things will be fine in time, right? Things will be fine. So just like, don't get overly anxious or overly worried about that, because it is going to be fine. And even if it's not like work related, because I don't know why, but this work theme is kind of coming through rather strongly right now, but it doesn't have to be a work related thing. So even if it's just your friends or your family members, if there are just people around you who you are maybe not on the best terms with right now, that's okay too, because again, it's going to be fine. Things are going to be smoothing out in time. Things will be fine. And we get to the Two of Cups next. So this card is symbolizing what your main lesson is right now. And with this, I'm kind of getting the message that your main lesson is to like come to terms with your kind of true self. You kind of need to get a like a stronger connection, because as I was saying with the Seven of Swords, it kind of feels like either your mind is cutting something off from what your soul and what your heart want to discuss with you, so that you're kind of not really getting the messages, or it might be that there's some other reason why you are kind of maybe not necessarily hearing what your inner wisdom is trying to tell you. But whatever the case, it kind of tells me that there has to be some kind of realignment happening, a reconnection that needs to be, the connection needs to be restored, so that you could be more in touch, and so that you could see what you need to see and hear what you need to hear, and get the directions and the guidance that is trying to come through for you. So you kind of need to get yourself on track before you can kind of share yourself with others, if that makes sense. Before you can like really give of yourself to others, you kind of need to be in a very good and secure place within yourself. And it does feel like there's some kind of connection here, where you have maybe drifted slightly apart. So yeah, again, kind of my eye keeps being drawn back to the Seven of Swords, where again it seems like there's something going on with your mind and your like the divine aspect within you, right, that are all to do with the feminine, to be honest. The instincts and the intuition, those kinds of intuitive nudges are very much to do with the feminine energy. So it kind of feels like that needs to be restored, because there's something going on there. But we have the Magician in reverse next, and this card is symbolizing your secret weapon in this instance that you might not be aware of, but that could really help you out with this lesson. And with the Magician, I'm getting the sense that you are actually way more powerful than you realize. You may be more capable of like fulfilling your dreams and repairing the connection. I feel like there is a lot that is kind of hidden within you that you might not be aware of. And again, I kind of feel like it's tied to this disconnect, where you are, as I said, maybe somewhat disconnected from your intuition, from those intuitive psychic nudges and sensations, because of like either an overactive mind, or just a mind that is kind of overpowering all of the other intelligence centers within you. So yeah, that's just something to be mindful of. But it does tell me that you do have a lot that you can actually tap into. There is a lot that is hidden within you, and you are way more powerful and capable than you realize. So that's the Magician. And I also feel like the talents and again the powers that are hidden within you are going to be coming more and more to the forefront as you connect more and more to your intuition. So again, all the things that the book said, like meditation and journaling and all these kinds of things, where you can kind of take time out, again, create space for yourself, allow yourself to just be, and allow the kind of the feminine energy to rise more so to the surface. All of those things are really going to help bring these hidden traits, these hidden aspects within you to the surface as well. And then the last card we have is the Divine Wisdom card in reverse, and this card is showing us how this lesson is going to benefit you in the future, what you're going to gain from going through this lesson. And this tells me that it actually kind of feels connected to the Magician card, in the sense that I feel like a lot of wisdom is going to be revealed for you. You are going to be uncovering some pretty significant messages, I feel like, when you do reconnect to the more intuitive side within you. Because the divine wisdom, this is not actually a part of the traditional tarot. It is an extra card in this deck, but it's very much talking about having that, like, almost like psychic insight into things. So that's the thing that you will be getting and restoring once you get this connection back, so that you could have more guidance and more assistance on walking down the path that your soul has created for you, is intending for you. But okay, that's the tarot portion of the reading, and I also want to give you some oracle cards before we close this reading out. So we're going to start with the Work Your Light oracle deck, and we're going to see what other messages we can get from your soul. Oh, we got exactly 2. Oh my god, I'm sorry. This is so, oh my god, this is so crazy. I actually am kind of speechless right now. We have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Exactly. Oh my god, exactly. This is what your soul wants you to do right now. It wants you to take some time out to replenish your energy sources, or your energy resources, and just kind of, you know, recharge your batteries and really gain some stability, some equilibrium before you go and make any new moves. Because again, remember, this Fool card is kind of urging you to really think your steps through. It's not really a time to jump into things and to initiate things. It's more so time to take a step back and reevaluate everything and really put down a plan, so that you could move forward in the most effective and the most beneficial way. And again, I'm kind of speechless that we're getting this Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Because as I was saying, I think I literally just finished saying it before we got the oracle cards out, that the divine feminine, this intuitive side of you, this psychic aspect of you, wants to come forward so that it could guide you forward on the path towards your destiny, what your soul has intended for you. So it kind of is your deepest calling. It's what your soul wants you to do, right? That's the deepest calling. And with the card posing a question like that, it is kind of, again, tying in so beautifully with the other cards. So yeah, I feel like the replenishing of your energy and really taking the time out to just be and to rest and to allow yourself to kind of take time out is going to give you the opportunity to listen to what your soul wants you to do and the path that it wants you to follow, so that you could, again, kind of reevaluate your path, reevaluate your strategy, and really put everything to place so that you could answer your deepest calling. So oh boy, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my god. And Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Yeah, this is definitely divine orchestration, guys. Definitely. It definitely is, especially when you have the divine animals coming through. You could be having like some spirit animals that are working with you at this time, or that are kind of guiding you and supporting you. You might be noticing a lot of animals around you. They, like, in different forms. They could be symbolizing your spiritual team, your spirit guides. So just pay attention to these things. But yeah, it feels very much like like your soul is urging you to reconnect to these deeper aspects within you, so that it could it could give you directions and guidance on the best way forward for you. And I do feel like your whole spiritual team is kind of working on that, trying to bring that about. So that is really, this is crazy. I love that these two cards came out because they're so appropriate for this reading. But I also want to give you a Sufi Wisdom Oracle card. So let's see if we can get a last piece of advice for you. Okay. Okay. Oh, I think we had that. Union of love, embrace the beloved within your heart. So that's the underlying energy, but we have, you got two cards that came out. We have move forward, experience the grace of who you truly are. Oh my God, how many times can we get the message of kind of like discovering your true purpose or your true calling and reconnecting to your soul? It's crazy. We also have work of art, be the portrait of divine beauty. So it feels like you definitely need to create something, or you are being called to create something. Your soul is kind of calling you, or is trying to kind of get your attention, get you to slow down so that it could speak to you and so that you could hear what it wants to tell you. And once you have that divine wisdom, right, this inspiration, you can then create what you are meant to create, what your soul wants you to create, whatever that is. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is really cool, but I'm going to give you one last oracle card. This is the Whispers of Love Oracle, and this is just a very nice, warm and fuzzy last message of love from your soul. So let's see what we get. Oh. We have turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. Oh my God, and appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. That's the underlying energy, and I think we had that for someone else quite recently. But yeah, it kind of turn on your heart light. I'm sorry, but it kind of feels again like kind of the same message, to just get you to turn your focus inward so that you could be able to connect to your heart and your soul, to these deeper aspects within you, and find out this wisdom that they are wanting to tell you. So this is a really powerful reading, guys. Really powerful reading. But I'm going to cut it off here because I know that these readings are somewhat longer again than some of the last ones that we've done. But I hope that this reading was helpful to you. I really do. If this resonated with you, if this made sense to you, and if you got something from this, then please consider giving me a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me. And also, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe so that you wouldn't miss out on all the future fun we're going to be having. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching this reading, for letting me read for you, and I'm sending you guys all the best. Please take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.